Hello everyone, what is up? Hopefully you guys are having an amazing day. Today we're going to be talking about what's happening with XRP in the XRP community. Now in CoinMarketCap, XRP and many other coins went down. Are you guys accumulating at this price, or are you guys waiting for further price action? But now guys, before we jump into news, like I say, I'm not a financial advisor, nor is financial advice, just your entertainment value only. We can see here from Chris Larson.
China now has moved very strongly into building out a central bank digital currency, a renminbi, as well as controlling mining and basically having almost all their payments digital domestically. You know, frankly, and we can talk about it as well, we're way behind China when it comes to blockchain technology. So, you know, the companies need to just stay at it, you know, blocking and tackling, working within the system, but that vision of free money moving around essentially for free. That's what the internet basically is for information. But the US government also needs to get a lot more involved in blockchain. We're slow to the game. China is so far ahead of us. You know, they just announced they're going to spend $1.4 trillion on technology. Payments and blockchain, clearly part of that strategy. You could even argue the move to control Hong Kong more closely gives them an advantage in controlling two of the global financial centers. US only has one, right? So the U.S. has got to change its view that goes from 17 and 18, which was all about these horrible ICOs, initial coin offerings, which were terrible, had to be shut down. They effectively shut them down. We won that war. Now we got to switch to, okay, how do we compete with China? How do we keep up? And, you know, till now, frankly, U.S. regulators have actually helped China by officially giving clarity to the two protocols effectively controlled by Chinese miners, Bitcoin and Ethereum. That's a mistake. We've got to also give clarity at least, and maybe even support, if this really becomes a tech cold war like it's looking like it will be, to technologies that are more favorable to US and its allies' stewardship of the next-gen global financial system.
It looks like China is ahead of the game. Over $1 trillion to invest in blockchain technology. Two cryptos dominated by miners based in China. This comes from Bordeaux XRP. Have you guys seen this XRP rich list? XRP community top accounts are accumulating like never. Look at this, guys. We can see the top 1%, 0.5%, 0.2%, 0.1%. Look at this. It just had a huge spike to the upside. What does that mean, guys? It looks like they are accumulating a lot. But XRP has tweeted out,
seeing the whole world kind of light up. The U.S. is obviously very important in that dollar clearing, very key. We feel great about the progress we've made there with American Express, for example. We've got some other partners that we're very, very excited about. So I think the regulatory environment also in the U.S., frankly, it's the best fintech environment you've had in the history of this country.
Why is that?
Well, I think this administration gets that fintech and innovation is as important as, you know, supporting the big guys, and the big guys and the new fintechs can actually work together to really accelerate the progress. So we're very bullish about the U.S. Kind of regulatory system under this administration. And we think that the regulators are taking a thoughtful approach. You've got to stop the bad guys that try to exploit all this incredible progress, but also hype that's going on here in this business. But also support the platforms, make sure that you're not picking winners and losers, that all the major platforms compete on an equal playing field. So we're really bullish about what this administration is doing from a regulatory standpoint.
Ripple.
A drop becomes a monsoon. Next, it comes from Ian Northing. Wait for it. Roughly 50 million Americans use Venmo every month. You can even pay your taxes with PayPal. Look at this, guys. You guys can see. What do you guys see? Venmo. Instant bank transfers are coming to PayPal and Venmo. What do you guys think that means? XRP has tweeted out,
XRP will continue to see that ecosystem grow and be healthier and healthier.
Do you have an outlook or an aspiration or ambition as to how many institutions you hope will be using this token to facilitate these real-world transactions by, say, the end of the year or even the end of next year?
Well, I've publicly stated that by the end of this year, I have every confidence that major banks will use XRapid as a liquidity tool this calendar year. By the end of next year, I'd certainly hope that we would see, in the order of magnitude, dozens. But, we also need to continue to grow that ecosystem, grow the liquidity. And it all comes back to, if we're solving a real problem for real customers, there's so many different examples in this space. There's ICOs where I don't really understand the problem the token is solving. And so those are ones where I'm very skeptical about what the future of that value looks like.
Right now, by market capitalization, XRP is the third largest.
XRP.
You guys can see that, solving a real world problem. Once again from XRP Yo-Yo.
Most of us in the market. And I think in many cases, regulators have come to the conclusion that these problems that they're solving for can actually be solved on fiat currency infrastructure by making their clearing systems faster.
Yeah, right.
And that's why you're seeing this big wave of instant payment systems, faster payment systems all across the world, and we're connecting to every one of them. We are very bullish on working with fintechs, the role that the fintech community is playing, and, Scott and his team, and we've seen that firsthand. I mean, it is impressive what the role that corporates are playing in encouraging, co-creating, investing time and capital with companies like us. And I think, banks have a role to play too.
The problem statement for us is one around the transparency, and then you layer in all the macro going on with all the cybersecurity, internal actors trying to steal, external actors trying to steal. I think we've made a hard push at getting transparency internally in our GE infrastructure, and now our focus is externally, making sure our banking partners are working on things like Swift GPI or some of the blockchain initiatives to make sure that we have transparency to our payment.
Blockchain initiatives, you guys seen right there. Now guys, we're to the fun part of XRP and the XRP community. Now this is quite interesting. Blue has tweeted out 21st June, 20th July, phase 1. After 20th July, disaster. So guys, everyone get prepared. It looks like after this date, disaster. Reborn has tweeted out, the end is coming, heads up. Bitcoin about to go to night-night. Only the chosen one will prevail. XRP the key to the RV. We can see right there, the end is coming, Bitcoin. And then you guys can check that out. Joker XRP has tweeted out, don't be fooled, this won't be easy. Investing isn't enough, a cliff dive is to come. Effective management and disregard of emotions in this upcoming plunge will see you through. You will be tested. They don't want you to have it. Persevere. Know your investment, guys. Know what you guys are investing in. PureX is tweeted out, not XRP related, but thanks for the post, Mr. Pool. And my take on this picture is blood market coming soon. It looks like red is on the horizon, guys. XRP Jackson is tweeted out, just bought my biggest bag of XRP ever. I'm getting ready for the biggest bull run ever. Get ready, everyone. So guys, get ready. XRP is at 18 cents. XRP Reality has tweeted out, first announcement, Ripple in partnership with BOA will take XRP to 14 to 15 cent range. Second announcement, regulatory clarity by SEC in US can take it to 10 to 15 cents. Then huge announcement by IMF adopting Ripple DLC solution can take us to 7 cents range. Very obvious and beautiful. He's thinking every announcement we will see a drop in price of XRP, but who knows? CryptoVon is tweeted out, I hope that Ripple and PayPal announce a partnership so that I could buy XRP at 10 cents. Again, more people are thinking that when there are announcements in XRP, the price will drop. Next week comes from Rom the Weird. Second stimulus has been checkmarked. Like I've mentioned, July, August, second stimulus in your bank. Things looks like it's moving forward. X Anderson has tweeted out, the more people lose faith, the more bullish I feel. And then he tweeted out once more, when nobody thinks it will happen, it will happen. Just when nobody thought XRP would be listed on Coinbase. When nothing seems to be happening, then it will happen. The final tip for today's video comes from Robert Art. I can honestly say that in 2017, I expected XRP to be at least $20 in 2020. Those who deny this are lying. People called for $10 to $1,000 by 2020. Stop lying to yourself. Be honest about it. So there's still a possibility about $20 in 2020. But anyways, guys, hopefully you guys did enjoy today's video. If you guys did, please leave a like, subscribe if you guys haven't already. I'll see you guys in the next video. Hopefully you guys are having an amazing day. And feel free to be a membership of the channel. But yeah, guys, I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya.
This is the beginning of the greatest economic cycle this country has had since World War II. And I knew the things that Donald would do. And he hasn't even got started. But this is the eye of the motherfucking storm, the perfect storm. It ain't never going to get any better. Never. This is perfect for the QLA model. If I could have written a prescription or a formula, I couldn't have written it any better. Low interest rates, money's free, you stupid. Massive chaos. And Donald's going to rip the mother economy apart. And he's going to for practice in a good way. This is it. It ain't never going to get anything better. This is like a multiple orgasm the rest of your life, you fucking slags that are in the audience. This is it.
Sometimes I don't want to hear what Dan has to tell me. But as I wrote in one of my blogs, the old man, he's always right. Because he's telling you what you don't want to hear about yourself, but what you know is true. And that is, you're not stepping yourself up. You're not stepping your game up. And you get caught up in fear. As Dan says, false expectations appearing real.